and using. So I recommend everyone to subscribe and go to this playlist. And we conducted almost 20 plus hours in this October boot camp. Try to see if these are useful for you all. Okay. I know people pinging me and I'm separately helping them, but you don't need to ping me because we have already these sessions uploaded here. So that is one recommendation. Another recommendation is to join our WhatsApp community, KKR WhatsApp community, where we will publish if any open requirements or job requirements from any vendor or any consulting company, where we post in that community, both from India and USA. So that will definitely benefit if the skill set is really matching with the requirement. So try to join our WhatsApp community. It definitely helps you. Apart from that, we also send you very good information on AI articles, AI news, AI jobs, and AI related free demos, tools related demos, and bootcamp related demos. Some classes we give free. So try to join our WhatsApp community and see if any notification comes which is free, you can join. Okay, so try to see our webinar chart where our people are pinging the WhatsApp community link. So please join that as well. Okay. Apart from that, we are starting a new batch from starting November 15th, a regular batch which go till February 15, 90 plus days. And we are committing to cover 100 to 120 hours, topics to across all the AI concept. So from KKR Chennai, we are a startup company. We established in Atlanta, Alpharetta, Georgia State in 2024. It's almost like 14 months journey, and we successfully completed 4 batches training and a couple of projects and product development as well as part of our business. We conducted almost 350 plus hours for all 4 batches. So we have a dedicated Zoom cloud where we pay money for the Zoom, and we give access to this cloud storage so where people can join. Even if you miss the class or demo or any tool information or product development discussions, you guys can take access, request access if you enroll for our course. So this will if you are enrolled for our course, we give 100 hours of batch 1 and batch 4, which is almost 200 plus hours. So we give access. You can just listen and come to our live classes, so where you feel more experience. So yeah, this is one of the advantage. And also join our LinkedIn, KKR Chennai Innovations LinkedIn, where we post important articles and job related information. If something comes through our vendors, we associate with almost 20 plus vendors. I've been into consulting company from last 5 years and helping the people. And training is another business. Training and AI product development is another business. We have our company, we organize.ai is my product development company in India, where we are starting our operations. And this is my startup LLC in USA. And we also collaborated with there are few companies in India who take care of coordinating and giving training. One of the companies, AATS, Vijay is the one of the coordinator from there, where he will help you. Aditya Information Technology Solution, AATS. And another product-based company, Venkatesh, who is owning Intellectuals AI, where we help you all product development from that company. People who enroll from India. So we help you all to practicing these projects. We have 50 plus projects designed in our GitHub. We give GitHub access. All these batch wise, we have all the recorded sessions, code files, PPTs, everything we store in the GitHub. Apart from that, AI related data science to till agentic framework, all the concepts related use cases and projects we designed and uploaded into GitHub. We'll give access to that as well. So that is what for today. And today agenda is the first 1 hour. You are going to see different website applications, web blogs, design using AI, how AI is really doing fast and using prompt and all, prompt techniques and all. Manvendra, who is very good in AI for business tools, and he is going to explain you for today's class. And the second class is on chatbot, end-to-end chatbot implementation using Google Vertex AI Cloud AI component. Okay, so that is for today, 2 hour session. I request and welcome Manvendra. Please take over and proceed. Thank you.
Thank you, KK sir, for welcoming and giving the all information to the students about the what we are doing at KK at GenAI. So, hi guys. So today we will be having a walkthrough between uh, Lovable and Bold.new. If you let me share my screen first. Yeah, I hope you can see my screen now. So the concept of today's session with me is like how we can, from just an idea, deploy an app within hours or like max to max 2 days, especially using Lovable and Bolt.new. What is the difference between those and how it is helping out the software development nowadays. But the best thing is uh, today you don't have to have a 10 people team to build any idea into the reality. You being a solopreneur, being a single person in a team with an idea, you can start working. And I have built multiple apps like SaaS product in my school with my freelancing stuff, and I'm also working with few AI founders nowadays to help them to grow their product and build it from the scratch. And we are all doing it just with the help of AI. We are not using any other outsourced tools or spending any other money on anything. What is the best benefit you get from using AI is basically you are like being more creative and being more into the speed. Like if you see nowadays, you can develop your product within like 89% faster than other like the old way which we used to do. And top of that, time is the thing over there because time always comes with the money, and we are reducing the cost like to 70-80%. We just have to pay for the basic stuff, like if we are using any cloud platform like AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud. So we just have to pay for the cloud because we are going to use backend via that, and that's just because for the security purpose, not for anything else. And now you just have to pay for your hosting name and a bit for the marketing and the branding. And you can like within $100 you can launch your company, and within like 2 days, 3 days. But before that, you just have to plan the things accordingly. You can't just come into the market and build something, whichever you think, and launch it. You just have to plan everything accordingly. And anyone can build the idea from scratch. Like you don't have to be a tech person nowadays. If you are someone doing if you're like doing any other degree apart from tech, like business degree, economics, anything like any history or whatever you're pursuing, if you still have an idea in your particular niche, all you can do, you can just chat with the chat gpt. I have a prompt which I will show you later on. It's a very useful prompt which you can avail from us. You can request us after the webinar, and what are the benefits of that I will tell you later on. And then we can proceed with that. So, the problem we have today, because whenever there is an app or any company comes in, even if you as an individual going to be as a company, you have to solve a problem to get something in return, like the attraction you will get, or I would say you will showcase your portfolio or you build your portfolio. So all of this consists like what problem you're solving. So the traditional approach we generally use, like hiring a dev team or an agency, so talking to them, and we finalize that generally we finalize the plan with the agency or team within like 1 to 2 weeks, and we are already losing the time, and that for that time they're gonna charge you like $5,000 at least on monthly basis. So it's depend on the company. Even nowadays, companies are charging like $2,000 just using these platforms. They are building their profile, learning these tools. Like being a vibe coder is a new trend nowadays. If you are not using these tools to showcase your skills or approaching to the market, to if you are like looking for any other low like data analyst, business analyst, product management, whatever role you are targeting nowadays. So you just have to be focused within these tools. Like you can't, if you are not using them, if you're not using them to showcase your skills or your knowledge, then you are missing a lot in the market. One sec. Yeah. So you are missing a lot in the market. So now, before it used to be like, as I mentioned, like months of preparation and then building. Generally, it takes like 12 weeks was an average time, like 3 months was an average time to launch an MVP. Now it's just 1 day, 2 day, depend on the application, what you are building and what are the requirements. But if you work like 24 into 7 for 2 days, I'm pretty sure you will be able to build something and launch it. And top of that, these tools are also helpful not just in the tech part. Yeah, someone is raising their hand, I think. Okay, we will take some questions later on. Let's just continue with the session for now. Okay. I was talking about the design part. So nowadays, every app, even you will have an option within the app when you have built any product or any SaaS product or any blog website. You can even edit them and start like iterating and rebuilding or improving them on day-to-day basis. So you are saving money, you are saving time, you are saving a lot of people. You don't have to hire like a dev person, design person, or someone like GTM, go to market person. You can all do with the just with the AI powered approach. So with that, what we are looking, you just have to be good in English. That's all you have to do. Even if you are not good in English, you just have to be more communicative. You just have to improve your communication, the way you are like putting out the words, like putting out things into the words with the chat gpt or any other tool like Gemini or Perplexity. So you just have to talk with them like, hey, this is an idea, whatever language you prefer, like if you are from any part of the world. Yeah, if you speak Hindi, Telugu, Tamil, whatever language you speak, if you are not good in English, that's why I'm saying this. You can just communicate with the app and describe your idea in whatever words you want, and then ask it to make it a prompt, and then you can copy paste it, and I will show you something which will be an helpful thing whenever you have an idea. So you can just generate things just with talking to someone. Let's just say you're just talking to another person. I hope you all are using ChatGPT as an assistant on day-to-day basis in your life. Even if you're a student, working professional, or whatever you do nowadays, so use ChatGPT, Gemini, other tools, whichever is available for you or you find most suitable according to your needs. So use them as a second assistant for your life, and use this tool like Lovable or Bold.new to build your business to uh, as a second source of income. So you don't have to wait for days, months to review the things. You can build things and instantly review them and improve them right away. So that's how the things work. You build them immediately, ship them immediately, and top of that, you learn immediately. So that's the best part, I would say. And you will be like the MVP development part, you will be solving by 90%. Yeah. So the AI revolution, as I mentioned, from 12 weeks to 2 days. So traditional dev generally takes 12 weeks. Like they have to, because there were no source of proof. Like whenever you have an idea, you need also a proof of concept. Like if you are building something, you can't just like make it or launch it next day. Even nowadays, before you have to like, there were no tools like ChatGPT or anything which can give you a proper deep research, or the deep research which the is another tool from every other chatbot rappers. So it helped you like to give a brief about all that industry, people who are working in that industry, how you can be different from those people. So we are doing it over here is just learning how we can leverage these tools, these AI specifically, to build a business, to work on our portfolio, and to showcase like potential employers that you are a good fit for the company and how you can help those companies to grow. So these tools are like low code tools are also getting like hype nowadays, like Cursor, so many tools like VS Code, the way we use before. Now it is also compiled with the Copilot. So it's everything is improving on day-to-day basis. All you have to be just be on time. If you don't know how to be on time, you can connect with our community. We always provide like the latest tools in the industry via LinkedIn, via YouTube. We have a session. We are also planning for a newsletter. We will be providing more resources like how you can use and like the use cases with the particular product or particular AI tool. So AI first tools, the which tools which we are talking now, it's like 6 times faster than the traditional tools, traditional development, the way it was. So this is the revolution. The old process was like slow, expensive, and soil. So all you have to be, you will be the product manager for your product. You will be the CEO. You will be the title. That's why we call it like a solopreneurship thing. So it's more good for the people who don't want to connect with more people, who don't like to connect with like different people on day-to-day basis. They feel shy or they don't feel comfortable. But when you build something, when you like if you're building any idea, you will have some idea what you are building. So once you have things, when you have a knowledge about a particular product, you speak more fluently, you have more confidence. So these tools not just for like improving your things, it's also like I would say improving on day to day things within the communication specifically. Whenever you do networking for any kind of opportunities like business opportunities, work, or being a student talking to your senior or professor, then if you have something, if you build something, and then you have more words to like more things to communicate with those teams. So now I would like you to meet Lovable. What is Lovable like? And top of that, I'm also a Lovable ambassador. I work as an ambassador with Lovable. So I am always connected with the internal team. So I know what are the updates which we are going to have, and we have sessions how we can improve the way we use to teach people and all. So Lovable is basically a full stack app. As I mentioned before, you are the product manager, you are the CEO, you are data scientist, and everything for your company. Now, yeah, Lovable has also introduced cloud. So yeah, Lovable has also introduced the cloud function. So functions. Yeah, so they basically like whenever you launch up any app, whatever you prefer, like it's a SaaS product or it's just a service website or it's a vlog or anything, you can also use their platform. You don't have to pay anything extra to other platforms just to host them. Like first it used to be Supabase and all, but now like even Bolt has also launched their own cloud. So these platforms are improving on day-to-day basis. If you try to rely on them, you can rely on them. You just have to be aware like whatever the new thing is coming, and the migration can be the part which you have to be more proficient, but you should know what, how, and the way which we can use it. So we teach everything over here, like, and so as I mentioned, Lovable is a full stack app. So real production code, like if you are a coder or developer, just for the sake you know what you want to, like if you build any app on Lovable, if you want to improve something specific with your coding skills, or if you want to do, you can do that as well. Everything will be connected to your GitHub. You can edit your code if you want to improve your code whatever way you want to do, like a professionally, or like you want to be a builder building a SaaS product and launching it to people and getting millions of users. Once you are expanding, then 100% you need a team to handle every task, because you can't be a solopreneur for millions of users. You need a team who can be in the support, who can helping the product to expand to reliable as a source. So, and the other thing is about the Lovable is instant development, like deployment within like One prompt you can make it everything. Like I would say within half an hour and 1 hour max, you can launch your particular app, connecting with the domain and hosting with the particular branding. You just have to be more aware. Like if you are building trying to build a brand, then you should have a logo and all that stuff. So that's all you need. Like that's what I would say. And for Lovable, there's a title which is always in the market is a AI startup builder. If you want to be a startup builder, or if you want to be an entrepreneur or start go like anything related to startup or opening a company, you can build your ideas to app in minutes. Like from UI to backend to docs to even deploy. As I mentioned, it's going to be instantly within few hours. You will be live in the market. All you have to do is basically improve your search, like using Google SEO basically, and top of that, you can take help from ChatGPT or any other tool with the front end SEO. But these tools also good and proficient in back end SEO. You don't have to rely now like on SEO person. So as I mentioned, you will be good from the AI side, like the UI side, backend, the marketing. Also you can ask the tips and things from these like level also shares how you can improve your app. If you ask, you just as I mentioned, you have to be just good in the communication. If you are well prepared for the communication part, then you are all good. You don't have to worry about anything else. So as I mentioned, it also migrate it has also the integration with the apps like Supabase, which you can use for the backend, Strive to collect the payments, and OpenAI to integrate if you are building an AI wrapper or something like Perplexity. Perplexity is all AI wrapper. It's not an app. They are not building any technology. They are just integrating the technology. If you are building something like that, a wrapper, chatbot, or anything, you can just connect with the API keys to the apps, and it will show the magic, like whatever you have an idea. You just have to be more having a more clarity about your idea, what you are trying to pursue, or like what you are trying to showcase to the industry, to the people, and how they can get benefit from using the tools. I have also built tools like, sorry for that. So I've also built tools like Carebo, digital art, like Artifact, Vault, and Symptom Checker. Like I've worked in multiple industry with people, healthcare to AI, and top of that, you can fix your bugs and everything and refine them just with the chat. All you have to be good in the communication. That's the key nowadays. And the why I say like you have to be good in the communication, in that way you will be saving a money because these tools worked on token basis, so you will be not using more tokens or credits. And so you have to be like more proficient in your communication, so that you're not utilizing the tokens in like one go, or like within few hours you will be done with the tokens. So what is the workflow Lovable use, like how it works? Like, so generally it's like describe your idea. It will help you to generate full stack app. You can preview it and iterate it, like if you want to improve anything before launching it to the public, and then deploy to the production. So that's how the thing's gonna be. We can have a live project right now if you guys are comfortable, or what we can do other thing. You can have a live demo simultaneously within the Lovable or Bolt.new. How you wanna go ahead like with this? You can type in the chats or say, okay. Mm, no, I mean we will definitely having a demo, but all I am asking is, do you want me to do Lovable demo first or then Bold.new or the together? We can have both of them together. I asked like Bold.new together. Okay, that's what I basically. No, we will be having for both, but just I'm asking, you want the demo now or the like together so that we can even compare it. Okay. So besides this, I will do, I will start building something. So if you guys have any idea, if you want to build anything, you can just mention it. Like anything, you want to build a platform, SSS product or anything. Do you guys have any idea? Anyone? Like you just give me an idea, like a app to help restaurant, a tool to help you to learn more faster. Anything. Medical triage. Okay. For college event management. Okay. Got it. Okay then I will go with the college event management for now, because it will be like we will be done within the time slot which we have, which because we I just left with the half an hour, so I have to be like more. So okay, thanks guys. We can hold for now. Okay. So this is a prompt which I was talking. So this is the prompt which we have built, not just for the people who are in the tech, also people who don't know how to code. This prompt consists of everything, like what you need from the scratch. As I mentioned, you have to be more precise about the things you're going to talk about to the AI. So this will help you out. All you have to do is just copy this prompt, paste it into. I will be using ChatGPT because I prefer ChatGPT the way it works. So all you have to do is copy paste the prompt into whatever tool you're using. Now even in India, ChatGPT is free from 4th of November. Gemini is already free with the Geo users, and Perplexity is already free with the Airtel. So if you are someone who has Geo SIM card or anything else, you can port in, or you can use some friends or family members SIM to use those apps for free. And ChatGPT will be free from 4th of November. It's just like 2 more days. So all you have to do is just copy paste the prompt. Yeah, what is your name? You who raised the hand? I can see. Okay. So yeah. So all you have to do is just paste the prompt into the ChatGPT or any LLM model. So this will be working as a CTO, like Chief Technical Officer. Being a chief like at the tech, so this prompt will take that part. You always need someone who can help you to define your idea. As I mentioned, iteration is the best thing and the way you have to communicate. So what we are going to build for now is a master plan. That's all we have to do. So it will be helping us in the industry to get started. And what we were building, college management app. That's it. Event management, sorry. So all I have to do is just answer a few questions and live demo. Will you give? Yeah, definitely, Shiva. We will be giving us this prompt. All you have to do is request our team. They will provide everything. So yeah. Yep, we can, Shrinu. We will definitely share the prompt, but as I mentioned, we will be sharing everything later on. You can connect with our community with the team. They will share everything with you. So as you can see, it asks me like, "Hey, I am a friendly CTO." It's just a basic welcome thing. So who is the primary for, like, what is going to be the use of the college management app? It's for, yeah, I will, for now I will just copy paste the idea. Or if you say, if you don't even have an idea, whatever it's going to ask you, you can in another chat with the chat GPT or anything else, you can describe whatever idea you have. If you're not good in English or anything, whatever the reason. So there are no barriers nowadays. If you are lagging behind, if you're not having anything in the industry, and then it's just because of you are not trying to be more productive, you're not trying to be more collaborative with the things. So yeah, I would say go with this. So how do you imagine student discovering events app? Like, would you go with the browsers, feeds, tech, culture, whatever the recommendations? So I will just improve it, like tech, food as well, like what else? Workshops, yeah, cultural fest. Yeah, that's I would go with this for now. Like these, there will be these kind of categories. So you can refine like if you are in particular college, if you can even build this build this for your college. You can help your management if you don't, if your college is not that tech heavy or good in the industry, you can help them to build these apps, and it's just basically going to be free and it's going to helpful for your career as well. Pick the best fit, like simple RSVP, free ticketing. I would go with all of them. As I mentioned, like if you see over here, this prompt will help you like with everything, payments, waitlist, everything. You just have to be more what you want. Okay, for your first MVP, phase two. Now we are talking about the phase two. Phase two generally is basically the expansion part. Like if you're done with your college, like with 100 people, 50 people, if you are expanding, having more users, then you have to be more like cautious about the security and all. So I will just go with the free tickets, RSVP, and paid events too. Okay, so these are the our three main reasons. So creating, editing, even manually, like cloning past events. So whatever the reason, how we have to be like manage the events. Like, we will have we will have all of these. uh, Like, so let's talk about the admins for the moment. Who is going to be the admin? If you see the way the prompt is working right now, it is asking me everything which is necessary. Even I never thought about the admins before. So yeah, I would say society head or admin, college management. That's all. Society basically, if you are working for any particular organization such as NSS or anything which is like for entrepreneurship cell or anything, you can build this for particular organization as well. You can send out the emails. You can it just you have to be more creative. That's all you have to be nowadays. So it's just going to be how I want to be like just for the web for now. That's it. Because the app and yeah, I will tell you without login, I would say. College email ID. That's all. If you guys don't have college email ID, I'm just choosing this for now. Should past event. Hmm, don't save past events. Uh, RSVP will expire. I would say yes. And do we keep all data? Integrity or yes. So yeah. I think once we are done with the prompt, we will just go with the presentation, and then we will continue it. So we will be using Pay for India and Stripe for US. So for now, I will go with the Rose Stripe. It's more easier. Let's go ahead with Stripe. Because as I mentioned, these tools will also help you to like get paid, not just working for something and you're not getting paid. Fun and vibrant. I want fun and vibrant because we are building this for the college, not for any. Oh. Do you wanna put anything like social interactive features? Just this. Also, I got reminded from likes, comments, and follow. So basically, all as Kiki sir also mentioned before, like you can follow us on LinkedIn, YouTube, so you will get more sessions like this and other which we have done in past. And we are improving every day. We are building something new, providing more resources. Just stay connected with us. We will help you out in your career. Do you one college? One college for now. As I mentioned, it will also help you. Like if you want to, do you have any wireframes already to the app? If yes, no. I think we are done. No. Start a prototype. I think we are done with the questions now, and it will give me a master plan. Yeah, it will be making a master plan for now, and I will be moving ahead with the presentation, and then we will see how the results we are what is the results we are getting. So this is the live demo we are already doing. So that this is the way I prefer. So rather than just going to Bold.new or Lovable and chatting with, hey, I want to build a college management app. That's it. That's not going to be helpful. If you want to be more like, it's going to be helpful, but not a production ready app. So if you don't want to waste your time, save your time and be more cautious about the things. And after building the app with the prompt page, I also have a prompt for the security. Security matters nowadays if you are building something. Oh, one sec. Come on. Yeah. Over here in the end, if you see security audit, this prompt is generally for the security audit. It will help you out with each and every loopholes which might have in the app. So it will be helping you from there. So what we did, we open Level app. We are writing a prompt now. We will just paste that prompt and then we will iterate it if we want. Otherwise, we will just deploy it and I will deploy it. I will skip this task for now. So if you can like help. So this is a case study. So whenever we talk about anything, we need proof of concept why you should use it. Like you should have this question, guys, like why you should use Lovable or Bolt.new. So this is a case study for Carebo. So it was a challenge in nearby my area. So there are so many apps in care. One sec. Can you talk about what exactly a course offered experienced coders? Mm, yeah. More about the course, I would ask some of anyone from the team if you can share about the course description. That would be great. So we have already a landing page where we have talked about what we're gonna do within the course. Can anyone from the team share the link? Yeah, Bopa Sai has already shared the link of our website. You can go to our website, YouTube channel, what we actually do. We don't talk more theoretical basis. We talk about more practically what you can do rather than just saying you should do this and that. So that's what we are doing. We are solving the challenge. We did the MVP within 3 days for a particular company, Carebo. So me with my friends. So what we got like more than 200 300 users within our first week. We that particular care centers also saved like $50,000 over here. So Bold.new, the best thing and the different I like about the Bold.new is like you can also build mobile app, which you can launch on App Store, Play Store, or whatever you are preferring. So if you see over here, so the master plan is already ready. So I will be using the same because we don't have that much of time. So if you can even see like which app is better for you for now, and like all of like both of them has like some perks and the benefits. So I will be just copy pasting the prompt. What I did, I made the prompt and just pasted it. Same, I will go with here. I am like you can choose whichever you want to go ahead with, coding agent or codex. I generally use code like the Claude, which I prefer more suitable for me. I understand the way it works. So it will be doing its job and we will be doing ours. So also if you want to build a mobile app, you can also definitely go ahead. Indrajit also shared the document of what we actually teach in our courses. So this is basically what we are doing is like a demo, one of the part. It's not the actual thing you would say. So it's a boot camp. You can't learn everything in the boot camp. You will get a gesture like the brief of the what we do. So the workflow for the bold.new is the same. And also one more thing, the import part. If you want to build something, just make a prompt. Use the uh, apps or SaaS product in the market already. There is a marketplace in bold.new lovable. Explore that rather than building anything from the scratch. It will help you to save your credits, tokens, and you can build more. Bold.new is mobile web. Yeah, like it is not just for the mobile app. It is also for mobile app. Like it's you can build web app, mobile app as well from the Bold.new. One more thing which I forgot to mention about Lovable. Lovable recently launched integration with Shopify. If you guys are aware about Shopify, Shopify is a basically e-commerce platform like which help you to build e-commerce website. Like if you see in the market, there's so many website, like thousands of website, like millions of website businesses use Lovable, use Shopify to showcase their business. If you want to do start drop shipping, any kind of e-commerce business, so you can chat with Lovable and it will build a store from the scratch. You don't have to build anything, you don't have to hire any designer. Generally design cost is like $500,000, like $500, $1,000, that's it. What happened to the master plan created by ChatGPT? You will show, yeah, yeah. Bold.new, yep, yep. Answer live, answer live, answer live. Yeah. We will be sharing everything with you after the workshop. You can connect with the team. So, yep. So that's the demo. If you see over here, so what we did just build a platform. Now you can see how it is working. I just made the app. We can edit it, we can iterate it. It's a tech fest, if you have a music fest, food fest, workshop, culture. For now, it has taken like six different events. So even as a college student, you can log into the website and then RSVP your thing, and you don't have to use any outsider app or anything. So this is how the if you even see the design, if I don't like anything over here, I can directly like come over here and chat, hey, I don't like this. I will always prefer to use chat option. It will help you to optimize your prompt, whatever questions you have. Like just don't chat directly. It will you will lose your tokens and the credits. I'm just also helping you out the better way which we can use. So Bold.new is still working on that. So I think it's a bit slow, but it is also helpful. Yeah. So that's all we are doing right now. I'm trying to be on time. That's why I'm running a bit fast now. So combined use cases, like I would prefer use the idea with ChatGPT, work on the MVP, the first initial design on Lovable, and to customize and have more advanced features, it's Bold.new. Because when I say advanced features, it also consists of things like uh, Bold.new generally works with like you react with the tailwind or like that. So many kind of iteration in the industry. So if you want more, one second, we got a question. Is Lovable is the backend also generated from the Lovable? Yeah, it just you have to be more cautious. You have to connect everything for the backend. Lovable also introduced their cloud as I mentioned before. Sir, how to launch the app after creating? Hey, you don't have to be like more that. Just click on publish. If you have any, I think you guys know how to buy a domain. It will also give you instruction how you can buy a domain, yeah, how domain works. Everything is there. If you don't know anything, we also have a session on this. So you can just publish the app. It is going to publish within few seconds, I think 10-15 seconds, more or less. We can refine it. Hey, add more creative functions. See, the app is live now. I can even share the link with you guys. Let me share. You, if you want to see, you can click on the link by yourself and see it is working. It is like, as I mentioned, it is like few hours things nowadays. You don't have to worry. So that's how we were talking on the Bold.new. So that's why I recommend people to build the Lovable is more better in the design as well. Like when we talk about the design, so the UI UX which has to be whenever you're building an app, you have to build a UI UX which has to be user friendly. If you are using an app which is boring or it's like don't has a vibe or anything, you don't use it more often, right? So that's why I build things, some things on the database and auth on Lovable, and the other thing which we use on Bold.new, and then we deploy to the market, to the industry. Do we need to have subscription to use Lovable, Bold.new, or free version? No, 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 no. Both of them have free versions available. I can share the link right away uh, for the apps. You can log in and you start using those apps. Also, if you go with these apps, so as I mentioned, I am a ambassador for Lovable. You will get some more credits. Like generally, you will be getting like 5 credits each day. So whenever you have idea, like I think it's each month or something like that. I don't remember exactly. So you will be getting some credits, and with the help of that, you can build the app. So there will be definitely a limit for the free versions and for the bold.new as well. So you can use these tools and build things for yourself. And especially if you are a student or a job professional, and if like build a portfolio, guys. Don't be there. You can connect with the team for that. We have worked hard for to building the prompt. We want to provide the prompt to the people who are serious, because there will be more people who are just taking the prompt home without using it on day-to-day basis, helping yourself. So as I mentioned, use these tools to showcase whatever idea, things, and how creative you can be. So this is the best thing I would recommend you guys to go ahead and use it. So the real result, this is the result I'm talking. It's about me. I worked on things 3x faster with the team. We have saved 70% of the money and faster time to the market, and also like 10x the iterations. So I'm also working with the startups now. We always use AI tools to on day-to-day basis. Let's talk about the future about this, like what is going to be the future. AI is not going to replace anyone. If you are scared about AI will take your job or anything like that, I would say that's the false statement at all. You just have to use them as assistant. Use them someone you are paying. Let's how much you will paying 2000 rupees in India, I think, for each tool. 2000 rupees a month, and you are having a full developer with you. Even for ChatGPT and all, it's going to be free for a year now. It's your time, guys. Like, use them, build some side gigs. How can I use Lovable to create LMS website? So basically, as I mentioned before, Bhupasai, use your idea. Just don't ask the questions like directly. Use your idea, give the prompt to the ChatGPT, and it will help you out to give the result, the prompt. That prompt will help you out to build the website. Okay. And for more like if you are building more like data tools, like if you are more into data working things, like if you want to work on data particularly as you're mentioning, yeah, Chandra Pokalu, you can talk now if you want, or you can type.
Yeah, Manvendra. So I saw you posted a prompt
Yeah.
in ChatGPT, and it asked you to series of questions.
Mm-hmm.
Came up with this plan.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really see where you actually took the plan and put it in the Lovable. I thought you were going to take the plan and put it in the Lovable, right, to create the project.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see the transition.
Oh, sorry, I can just show you one sec. Hmm. This is the transition, like what we got from that particular prompt is this. If you build something without being making that prompt, you will definitely get something. So this wasn't just a basic app. If you want to build more
But
complicated,
I thought this app is actually built, okay, in the chat GPT itself, right? Where is the Lovable in play here?
so we build the prompt in the Lovable. This is just we got from the Lovable. So all you have to do is like paste that prompt in bold.new or Lovable, and it's in the bold.new. It's still working on. I think as I mentioned, bold.new is more
Okay,
advanced. That
so the screen that earlier you were on So it's not a ChatGPT interface. It's like it's a Lovable interface that
Oh,
has.
this one is Lovable. Like whole website is built on Lovable, and this is
Correct.
the ChatGPT
Correct.
Lovable
But can you go
interface.
back to the place where you actually put the original prompt?
Oh, you just have to be Lovable app when you log in. This is the landing page. Just paste
Oh,
it over here.
gotcha, gotcha. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this is the
You
part
don't
I
have.
was thinking that you did all this on a ChatGPT interface,
No,
but
no, no,
not.
no, no. We just, as I mentioned, I'm using ChatGPT to save time. That's it.
Got it.
I can talk, like, I can even ask Lovable, hey, just build an college management app for me. Here, that it will build, but that's not going to be that much proficient for sure because this prompt is generally working backend as well. Like,
Okay,
as
so
I,
this
as we,
Lovable right now, the screen I'm seeing is the Lovable is the app that has the ChatGPT interface. That's where you put the original ChatGPT, so the prompt as a friendly CTO or whatever,
yeah.
right? Then it asks series of questions,
Mm-hmm.
and it created the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then it automatically then you said, okay, go and build it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, like I just copied the prompt. Prompt is now ready. If you see overview what we are trying to build, it's a master plan. So you just have to copy it, paste it. That's
oh,
it. Nothing else. You don't have to
okay,
do anything else. If you
gotcha.
don't like the idea or the plan, you can definitely talk more and improve it right away as well.
Hmm.
And then you can improve your wireframes, your UX if you want. Like if you want anything specific color or anything you want to be in your app, any like policies or anything, so these
Hmm.
are the like if you see in the next steps, it also asking you once you have built the app, you can chat over here. So to save time and to save the credits. That's why I say this thing.
Okay.
So other thing, I think Bold.new is still building it because Bold.new generally use Next.js for their technology stuff for the backend. If you see building Next.js project, so that's why it is. If you're building more a startup thing, if you want more like mobile app, then I would go with the Lovable. Sorry, the Bold.new. If you're building something with more college friendly or like lighter or business thing, then I would go with the design and all with the Lovable. So
So Bolt.new is more for enterprise grade
yeah,
application.
bolt on news for more enterprise grade and startups and all because it also help you to build a mobile app, right? If you are building something web
Hmm.
product or web app or SaaS anything, you need a
Hmm.
mobile app or something like that in future.
Okay.
Also, it every bolt on you also has guides on App Store, how you can launch an App Store, what is the process. Once you start building, it will provide you everything. Like you can even ask in the chat, hey, I need this help, but for that I would always recommend to go with the chatbot like ChatGPT.
Hmm.
And in next session now, Meghna will also help you out how you can build any personalized chatbot for yourself. Like if you don't want to go with a chat GPT or anything. So in that way, but in all of this process, I would say use the benefit of social media like LinkedIn. If you wanna go with the in like Instagram or something like that, showcase what you are building, like how you built, what you are building. Once you start showcasing to the people, then they will think you someone who can provide them, like you will be the spotlight for that particular thing. But work in a particular thing. If you're working on Lovable, go and work with the Lovable and start providing things. So can we ask all these from ChatGPT to build the whole thing like you made with the, yeah, like talk with the hey Tesh, I would say talk with the ChatGPT to make things better rather than working directly on any app. Okay. And when Vinod, after it builds the app, can we change the back? Yeah, you can also talk about the any back color you have or anything like that with the chat GPT itself. And then even after putting the prompt into Lovable or Bold, you can always change the color and anything which you want, anything specific. There is no any issue with that. How can we have a customer database with all these data, how it's sorted? How can we build analytics on our customer? You can build each and everything with this. You just have to be more communicative. Hi Prashad, I have already unmuted you if you want
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
ask a question.
yeah, hi. So specifically why you're using ChatGPT, the prompt is because it gives you the output good? Is
No, I'm using ChatGPT just to save my credits, just to save my time, because I'm pretty sure over here most of the people will not buy subscription for Bold.new or Lovable. So if I chat with ChatGPT first before directly talking to Lovable or Bold.new, it will help me in my proficiency. It will, like, I will save some time as well as I will save the credits. Because these platforms works on credits. Like, uh,
right?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
the only reason I use ChatGPT.
Okay. So once that Lovable generated that app, can we download that code and we can
Yeah, yeah,
customize
yeah,
it?
definitely. You can, everything will be connected to GitHub, as I mentioned. You can connect with your GitHub, and then if you want to improve it or anything, you can definitely do that.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Yep. Oh, I think Lovable already, like, Bold.new built the app. So it built like full functioning app. I think I have to launch it, but we are done with the time. So you can see, like, over here, the documentation, everything, it has built everything. Like, how can I connect with a database now? That's what I was talking, guys. When you are going to build anything, they will already and guide with everything, like how you can get better with the particular app. Bold.new, how you can build, what, how you can host, how you can add the domain, quick updates as well, how you can build the agents and how the agent works. And if you want to, like, build anything with the particular LLMs, like why we should use V1 agent, Claude agent, just walk through them, give some time, learn the things first before diving in. That's how the things works. Anyone can build, like you if you are a student, then I would highly recommend to use these tools, like to showcase or build your portfolio, to show the potential employers. If you want to start earning side income, that's also going to be a one more thing. Hi Santosh, let me unmute you first. Hi Santosh. Oh, sorry. Can you speak now?
Santosh, we can go ahead.
Okay. Santosh, yeah, you can talk now. Okay, I don't think so you want to talk, but if you have any question, you can type chat, and also you can ask the question. Our team will respond to you for
Hello.
sure. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you able to hear me, right?
Yeah, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
able to hear you.
Yeah. So my question is, the Lovable app is already integrated with all your GitHub and
Yeah,
source.
it's integrated. You just have to log in once to get it more like workflow going smoothly.
And what about the link? It's directly created, right? So how it knows that domain and
You're talking
everything?
about the domain name. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So you have to customize it according to your name. So if you see over here, when you're publishing the app, you will always see an option with a custom domain, right? So all
Okay,
you,
but for that we need to like have some
yeah, you have to buy a
payment and
domain. You
everything,
can
right?
directly buy a domain from here itself on the platform. If you buy and from, I would recommend you buy from Namecheap because it's cheap. Like within, if we talk about rupees, then $1,000, 500 rupees, 1,000 rupees, you will be able to buy a domain, and then you can connect it. It will give you a guide like what is your domain name. Let's just say, I would say manvendrakumar.com. I already have a website on this, so it will ask me to provide the. It will give me the guide me how I can connect it.
So
Yeah.
the question is, so you did not do anything, right? Directly it given the URL for publish.
Yeah,
That's where
right
I'm
now, if you
confused.
want to go with the free URL, go with this. Like, this is the free
Oh,
URL,
okay,
right?
okay, got it.
Yeah, as I can see, there are like more than 50 visitors right now on the page. See, you also get the analytics dashboard when you build something. And also I can see like what they are using, how many pages, like Google, United States, 32 people. Like you will like that's the beauty of these apps. Like you get everything in one place. You don't have to go with the different apps and use them. So yeah, can you show the admin page also? Previous classes links, please. Uh, can someone share the WhatsApp group community link? we share every classes and everything on our, like, here we go, we have our YouTube channel over here. Go through the YouTube channel, guys. It's free. You are getting like thousands of dollars worth of things just for the free. Just go through it, be serious, and if you start learning, you will get more results. And use ChatGPT as assistant. And yeah, that's it for now. We can connect if you enroll in our course later on, and if you have any questions, let's build something together. Try Lovable, try Bold. For I've already shared the links for the Lovable and the Bold.new. Try everything, use them, build them. That's all. If you want the prompt and anything, just connect with our team. We will definitely share you everything. Okay, guys, that's it. Sir?
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Manvendra, for detailed explanation. So, yeah, please try to understand the fine tuning is the major concept where what Manvendra has explained using ChatGPT. So we have a couple of classes on that. So I recommend if you are really interested to enroll first, we can have a one-to-one meeting. You can ask all your questions. We spend 30 to 60 minutes. Yeah, try to enroll. Even if you are not able to join for this batch, maybe you can suit for February batch as well. But try to enroll. So Indraja, please ping the link here so that everybody can enroll. Enroll for course, and yeah, you can discuss with me about your learning stuff, and if you queries, course plan, execution. Manvendra is going to take another class, in detail class, where he explain detailed Bold.new, base 44 and Lovable. There are good tools we explain in our regular class. But for now, if you are really interested to learn generative AI for the November 15th batch, I would recommend use the link. Just Surya is pinged. Course enrollment link. If we have serious to take a regular batch where we explain 100 to 120 hours, all these classes again will be repeated with in detail explanation. We provide all the prompt and code files within our GitHub, through our GitHub. So yeah, our recommendation is to, if you want to free classes and free recordings, subscribe to our YouTube. If you want learn serious, not only for IT job, even for develop your own freelancing business. So we help you the path, what to do and what to explore. Please try to join our WhatsApp community, where you see multiple news and newsletters and articles, job related information. So it has been like more than 12 months we are exploring. There are like 10 developers who is coming and teaching, contributing to our community. So please reach out to me offline. My team is posting my number ending with 6312. Yeah, that's it for from Manvendra's side. And thank you, Manvendra, building the app and explaining in detail. Thank you for today, and thank you for the students' patience. Let's hand over to Meghana. Please try to take the class and go ahead with today's second part, Google Vertex AI. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for having me.
Yeah,
Have a
thanks.
good luck, guys. Build something.
Yeah, thank you, Manvendra.
Hi guys. Thank you, Manvedra. It was a very good session when it comes to, starting with learning things in AI and how everything is working nowadays, in the matter of building apps and all of that. Um, I'll be teaching more on how Google, I mean, how, like, already existing platforms like Google, Microsoft, or Amazon is like providing their share of generative AI aspects. Um, Today we will focus on Google Vertex AI, which is provided by Google. And why is this important to learn things within like Google enterprises or Microsoft or Amazon, is because most of the companies would already be uh, be working with these platforms for their cloud infrastructures and etc. So they would want to leverage the generative AI part without having to think so much about uh, like it's not new to them, like all the cloud infrastructures are already existing. So adding an additional one, talking to the Google Enterprise or Microsoft Enterprise to enable like generative AI things would be easier on their side. And a lot of domains like banking, retail, big retail bank, I mean big banking. Companies and retail companies all already started to incorporate these applications within their yes, I am tailing about I am talking about low code Google applications. Um, today we will be talking about one major application and a few Vertex AI applications Vertex AI tools that's available in Google that you can leverage and work on generative AI stuff over there. And if you are applying to any companies that is already having a Google infrastructure, and if you want to be like an machine learning engineer there or anything like that, they would expect you to have like know a few of these technologies and tools. So let's start with a small presentation. So this is the presentation on Google and AI, and we'll be seeing a few introductory and the tools that Google AI is providing and how we can leverage and use them, right? So the first thing is the artificial intelligence itself, right? So it's not like a concept anymore which is reserved only for like tech experts or someone who knows how to develop using coding, who has knowledge on like who has like complete development knowledge and all of that. So now because of whatever we have been seeing recently, the generative AI tools and all of that has opened a door for anybody in any field to build their own applications, to build their own chatbots, to have their own websites where they can showcase their products or skills or whatever, right? So it's not necessary that you should be somebody who has to know how to code from the beginning itself. Now, Google is a well-known enterprise, well-known cloud platform that we see and we use on an everyday basis, and they are committed to like providing a lot of AI approachable tools. Which empower both like developers and non-developers, and like they have a lot of resources and platforms tailored to anyone's needs, right? Depending upon what kind of tech stack you own, or you don't own, right? So depending upon that, Google is committed to make sure that AI is approachable to everybody. And it's also one of the most most it's actually kind of like democratizing the AI by like just trying to be forward with whatever the tools it's providing, the learning resources, and like having a good supportive ecosystem. So be it you are like a developer or just an AI enthusiast or a business owner, anyone, Google would be able to just give you the ability to just build whatever you want, and have that credibility since they're well known from like really long time, right? Now, Vertex AI is Google's umbrella for all the AI development that takes place. So you can build, deploy, and manage all the machine learning models or generative AI models. You can build AI tools and services. You can use AI tools and services to build your own like chatbots within minutes, or you can be somebody who really loves coding and you can build chatbots in like very complicated ways and all of that. Now, why is using Google's tools is great. First thing is it's easy to use, and if you're already known to the to the console of how Google works, right? If you're already somebody who understands Google Cloud Platform better, it is just very easy for you to integrate these generative AI tools. And second thing is it integrates with different it already has an infrastructure to take care of the application right now. Once the application is deployed in the cloud, they do already have like all the backend stuff that you need to do, like cloud runs and Kubernetes or whatever you want to do, right? But this is basic, like you can be this person who can just build an app and make sure that and then like you make sure that you deploy it wherever you want, right? And if you're somebody who is a low code person who wants to just start with a very basic application, you can even do that without having to know a lot of coding knowledge. So that's one thing. And flexibility, right? You can it's not compulsory that you have to go through a certain process or you have to go through a certain pipeline or anything. It will really depend upon you. So Google just provides a lot of independent tools as an umbrella, and you can be the person who can choose all of that in your project and create a pipeline. So you have a lot of flexibility, especially when you're doing a lot of POCs and you know uh, like you know exploratory stuff. Now, within scalability, again, it's a cloud platform that's well known. So, depending upon your users, depending upon the data that you have, you can scale up and down very easily. And it's cost effective as it is pay as you go, right? That's something that we already know. Now, who should use Vertex AI, right? Now, you can be like, okay, I am somebody who has a different set of, different set of skills. Like if you're somebody from a healthcare background, if you're somebody from a business background who just wants to build a web, like who already, or somebody who already has a website but needs a chatbot, and you just don't want to spend so much time, or if you're a data analyst, depending upon who you are, your skill set changes. And who should be the one who's using Vertex AI? The answer is literally everybody, right? It's just not one person or like one set of people who can use this, but it's open for everybody, and everyone can find your pipeline, find your ways to build these chatbots and get them to deployment, right? And now let's just take I think we have already heard from a lot of trainers that have taught you in before classes in today's boot camp that know what is generative AI, right? So we know I'm just trying to like recap what it is, right? It's just simply a model that creates like new content based on the existing data that it's already trained on, right? Now, so basically, usually we had till now all the AI models that we have, it would read the data and then it would give us like analyzing the data or processing the data or trying to give you like an output that just is given through the data that's already existing. But from the time the generative AI models have been out, this kind of has the ability to generate new content based on existing data, like how our brains work, right? So let's say we read some things in books, and we watch some videos and all of that. So you have all of that data processed about some certain topic, and if somebody comes and asks you about that question, about that topic, like asks you a question about that topic, you can just straight up like answer them with your own knowledge. So you're generating new content while you're talking with the data that you have already been trained on or that you have already read, right? So in the similar way, nowadays the generative AI models also are working, right? So the back end of how these generative AI models were built or were um, were like refined and trained is through a lot of complex algorithms, training with a huge amount of data, and have a lot of neural networks. Neural networks are basically like, it's similar to how our brain works, but they even call the in between, layers of this. When they're training, even call these in between layers are also as neurons, right? So basically, they use a lot of already existing models, and they have fine tuned them, and they have built this generative AI models having all the foundation models that we had before, right? And the key techniques of generative AI were like, if you are somebody who already knows a little bit of machine learning, then these names would be familiar. But I can give you like a gist of what these are, right? So they are like basically supervised learning and unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning. So what are all these, right? So these were all like machine learning models that were the existing to us before generative AI was in picture. So these supervised learning are basically like when you have perfect rows and columns, and you have like a certain input, like you're training with a lot of structured data, and then you're getting an output depending upon what it learned from that structured data. So that would be like the supervised learning. And unsupervised learning is basically when someone just like, when we provide data in like unstructured format, like, the images, or like anything like that, which JSON files, which does not have like a straight up structure or anything, but it's like it has like a lot of textual data and all of that. So this is like what unsupervised learning works. So it learns from all the data that's not like completely structured, and gives you an output, right? And reinforcement learning works in a way where like you will have like the model will have something like, a 0 and 1 situation, where whenever it wins you provide like 1, whenever it loses it provides like 0, so that the model just like uh, traces its way of whenever it got that positive feedback. It just traces all of that and makes change, and then relearns the data accordingly, right? It all depends upon the data points and all of that. Now, the main thing that we see in generative AI are these GANs, which basically are like, has a generator and a discriminator. So these are also like models that were existing before, but they've been combined right now, and they create like the generative AI models that we see right now, right? So how do they work is, there will be a generator and there will be a discriminator, and discriminator will have the real data, right? It'll have the real data, access to the real data. And what generator does is, it starts with a random fake data first and sends it to discriminator, and discriminator kinds of like compares with the real data, and like pushes back to the generator saying that this is fake, right? So there will be a back and forth quarrel between generator and discriminator, until to a point where discriminator won't be able to figure out between this real and fake data, and it kind of gives the response as yeah, it's like your data is real right now. So until that, the generator will uh, keep generator and discriminator will keep going back and forth to make sure the data is real, right? So I mean, data, like, the data becomes real. So in this case, the generator will have the ability to take the inputs, and then take the inputs from the discriminator and keep making changes to the data it's providing. So that's how the GANs work, and this plays like a very important uh, important role when it comes to generative AI platforms. Now coming to Vertex AI, so I'm going to start by showing you. So this is all just like a background of how generative AI is working, and since it's everywhere, I just wanted to like mention a little theoretical side of what is this generative AI model, how are these coming into picture, and how are these things like able to generate new stuff from already existing things, and how do they have contextual ability and all of that. So they all have these with a lot of back end models that lay the foundation, a lot of mathematical things, like if you know about multidimensional point, like multi-dimensional way of arranging the data and all of that, you will be able to understand them more better. So there are a lot of research papers that you can go and study if you're very interested about how generative AI came into picture, right? Now let's go to a more interesting way, rather than this boring theoretical part, to see how the Google Vertex AI console looks like. Now, yeah, so if you're aware of how Google Console looks, so this is like every time when you come to console, this is the UI that you see, and then you can just go and type for whatever the platform or whatever the tool that you want to go to, right? And now we are going to Vertex AI. So if you're like a new person who's clicking on Vertex AI, it will definitely ask you to enable a lot of APIs. So make sure that you enable them when you're using, and make sure that you disable them and also close the billing accounts, just to make sure that you're not falling into any kind of high payments, because if you leave any instances, cloud platforms they keep like charging you for those instances, and we don't want that, right? So just make sure whenever you're enabling the APIs, use everything and then disable them back, and make sure that you're like deleting all the instances and all of that, right? So this is how like the Vertex AI Studio looks, where you can like type something here, anything you want to, like let's say it's not loaded properly. Let's try again. So when you like type what is Vertex AI or whatever the question that you want to, it will give you like a map here where you can like it will give you the answers, and it will give you like a place where you can write your system instructions. You can set your models to like basically which model do you want to use. Like they have a lot of new models also, and they have all the Gemini models that is built by Google, and they also have a lot of third party models that you can use. But these third party models do not work straightforward. I think you'll need to enable them and like have a billing account to it and all of that. So just make sure that if you're new to Google, just enable your billing accounts and all of those things. And you can also tune those okay. You can also tune those models. So if you have like any model that you're fine tuned, that will also be visible here. So you'll have multiple models to choose on, and you can pick whichever model you want to. And then you can have like thinking budget, right? So is it auto, manual, or off? So depending, so if you don't understand what like each thing is doing, you can even like hover over these question marks, which are like help situation, and then it's going to tell you what what that particular parameter is doing, right? Now after this you can have grounding is basically like, do you want this particular like responses to come from a particular place, right? So in like currently it is Google search, but you can have your own data converted into like the vector database that we talk about, and you can enable them here so that it will have its own grounding, right? And also you can give a lot of system instructions telling how the agent should be behaving, how the LLM should be responding to the user and all of that. And once you enable all of these things and once you set this up, and if you want you can have like a mini map and how it's working and all of that. Once you do all of this, you can click on this code structure, right? And it will give you the current template, like it will give you whatever you have done here. So it will give you that template here, and you can use this template in whichever code you want to, like depending upon if you have the if you have installed all the Google stuff that is required. So it will give you like one code which you can just use it anywhere you want to. So this is like how Vertex AI Studio works. And there are so many things that you can look into. You can go back and you can look into what all the Vertex AI platform gives you, right? Let's see. Yeah. So this is Vertex AI umbrella. So what this Vertex AI umbrella is basically it is everything AI related that Google is providing to the users, right? So it has a dashboard where you can have a gist of what all the like tools are available and what you can do with it and all of that. So why I like I mean Google's console is also because it's just not about the tools that they provide, but they also give a complete understanding of what each tool does and how you can use them. And they have a lot of QuickBooks, a lot of training materials around it that you can look into and start working on them. So here also in the dashboard, it's making it easier for us. Like if you're somebody who just want to test, tune, and build generative AI models, you can go to Vertex AI Studio, which we just saw. And then if you're someone who wants to just look at all the models that's available, then and like use them, then you can go to Model Garden. And then if you're someone like who knows proper coding and all of that, who have used Python notebooks and all to like or workbenches to build stuff before, you can use Collab Enterprise. So it has, depending upon your use case, it'll basically give you like a dashboard just of whatever is available. And even in model deployment, it just gives you the steps and how you can create them, right? Now if you want to prepare your training data, train your model, whatever it is, it just gives you like a dashboard of it, and you have many more things that you can see on the site that's available for us. Now, in the model garden, so depending upon your tasks, depending upon your like your use cases, you can use any of the models that's available. But definitely, everything a lot of things are not straightforward. Like you can just click on the model and start using them. Depending upon what rules or policies the third party models have, depending upon that the usage of the model changes. But you can always start off with their own foundation models like Gemini, and like whatever they have, right? Like Image and VO and all of that, and give like try them out, right? Yeah, so you can like open Vertex AI Studio and use them like how we used before. So in the same way, you can have all of these models and you can use them like everything together, depending upon like use like multiple models and see and even compare them together, depending upon what I mean depending upon your use case. Depending upon your use case, you can use any model that you want to. Right, and we will dig a lot deeper in our classes. This is just a boot camp, so I'm just giving like a very open overview of whatever we can, and we dig a lot on these kind of models and what each model does and how it's useful and all of that. And we have seen like Vertex AI Studio before, so this is the same thing that we've seen. And also there are like a lot of tools like Agent Garden and Agent Engine and Rag Engine. These are like the new things that has come up, which I will give you a gist of, like how you can work with them. And also like notebooks, how do you train your data sets, everything is available, and it really depends upon what you want to do with this Vertex AI. Now coming with the low code part that we were talking about, so that is also under Vertex AI, but you might not find it here, but you can go and click here and you can see something called as AI applications. So AI applications is previously called as Agent Builder, this is basically a low-code form of building your agents, but still have a little bit control on how your agents have to be uh, like working. So depending upon your use case of what the chatbot should be doing, you can have you can create a an app without having to code much, and you can see how. So before jumping into this, I just want to tell you how to pick what you want to do within this, like when you're building a when you're building like an application or a chatbot, right? So basically, you should first set a foundation for this end-to-end chatbot building, and how and why you want to build this chatbot, right? So if you're using an AI application, especially like if you have like a conversational agent that you want to build, you can see like a bigger picture of how you can use the chatbot. So like I'm going to show you all of these: user, website, messenger, what this Dialogflow CX, what it is, and all of that. But this is like what something that you have to have an architect before, like architecture before, so that you will understand what you want to do with your website, with your chatbot, right? So now, like, when you're designing a bot, you should be understanding what kind of bots you're trying to build, what kind of problem will your chatbot solve, who are your users, what tone or voice should the chatbot have, will it be like an informal, like informational, process driven, or interactive, depending upon what you want to use, right? Now, like how you want to decide is also like you have a feature, and if you want to like run it through LLM based, what you can use. If you want to run it through like a flow based, a deterministic agent where not much of LLM should be used, but you still want a chatbot. Or if you want something hybrid where you have like both LLM features and also areas where you can like pre-structure your responses, the responses, so that the agent will only respond using that particular phrases, right? So you can have multiple ways of building the chatbot, and you just have to decide on what kind of chatbot you want to build and decide on the tools, right? Now, what you will learn here is a overview of what these things are, right? Like what is this Vertex AI data store? What are these tool-based agents? What are playbooks? What is Dialogflow CX right now is called as conversational agents. So what is that? And then what are these pages, intents, and parameters, and all of that. But we will not dig a lot deeper, because we have less time, but I'm going to show you what all of these things look like. And first, initially, we'll just build like a chatbot to showcase how easy it is, even though if it's a Google Cloud platform, how easy it is to just build a chatbot. And then dig deeper on, depending upon how complicated your agent you want it to be, right? So depending upon that, how you can leverage the tools that uh, this AI application has and build more deeper chatbots, right? I'll stop for like 2 minutes to take the questions. Vertex AI, yes, initially it's free. You will get some credits initially, so it is free. And what is grounding? Yes, grounding is like your own database, right? So when it comes to grounding, it's like if if you've read about RAG architectures and all of that come under grounding. Grounding is like you giving your data, or you are telling this agent or this LLM model to use this particular data. Like in the Google in the Vertex AI Studio, we had Google search as the grounding. Like it's the source of the data, but instead of that you can have your own source, and this source have to be like kind of compatible on, like, building in the way of Vertex AI, I mean, sorry, vector databases and all of that. So that will be a very different course altogether. Can I automate an application where I need to fill 100 entries and submit? Yes, it's definitely possible, but you need to just make sure that you have a flow that does 1,000 entries at once, right? But you can automate an application. It's a little complicated though. Okay, so let's go and build an agent first, and we can see how you can leverage this agent, like Google's agent builder, and build an agent. And these are something that people are already using in a lot of enterprise platforms, enterprise situations like banking domains and healthcare domains and everywhere, right? So this is how the console of AI application looks like, and this is where you can start building the agent, right? So when you're thinking about building a chatbot, which kind of where you want to use your own data, right? And you want to make sure that you have the chatbot is answering through your own data, then you have to think about how do I make sure that the data store is set up, right? How do I make sure that my data is uh, set up properly in a way where it is understandable by LLMs, right? Now, before, like a lot of RAG architectures that you see, you will have to know a little bit about what are these RAG architectures and how does the backend work, like all of these chunking technologies and all of that. But when it comes to AI applications, it's very simple to build this data store, right? So in AI applications, you have a section called data store. So here you can just go and you can try to just create a data store in a way where you can add your files in however you want to. Like, it doesn't depend upon one particular source, but you can have like multiple ways of adding your files and making them compatible in a way where LLM can understand. The reason why I'm not using a lot of technical things over here is because I understand that this bootcamp has both technical and non-technical people, so I don't want to confuse them. So I just want to make sure that everybody understands the language. But it all depends. It all, like I'm saying, in technical words, you will need to understand what chunking methodology is, what are vector embeddings, and what are storing them into vector database. So all of this is another course altogether. But you, without having to know all of this, you can just build your own data store when you come to AI applications, and it will still be credible because it's going through already existing platforms like Google, right? Google Cloud. So now Google provides a lot of ways where you can add this data. I mean, where you can get this data from, right? So there are, like, if you have like a website content, BigQuery is like a SQL, like, it's like something that is a query, platform for Google, if people know about it. Then there is Google Cloud Storage, and then you can build like custom connectors where you can get through some APIs. And if you're somebody from healthcare domain, they have like a very straightforward API for it. And then a lot of other ways you can see, right? And you can have like workspace sources also. It can be your Google Calendar, Gmail, Google Drive, and even you have a lot of third party resources. Like in my company, we use Confluence a lot. We use Jira a lot, obviously. So these are something that's already existing and which will have a lot of data. SharePoint also is one of the uh, like one of the important connector that usually people wants to have, because a lot of information would already be stored there. So you can use any of these connectors depending upon what is allowed and not allowed in your company, and you can import the data, right? Any questions that I see? Yes, a non-technical person can easily learn these things, because it's all few clicks away, right? So I'm showing you like the UI of how you can leverage this. So let's say if you're somebody who has like any of these data sources, like Google Drive or SharePoint, you can still use this particular you know like format. So let's try click like for these, but one thing is you need to make sure that you have a site and that is accessible and all of that, right? So currently I will use Google Cloud Storage. That is also a very straightforward process, which we will see in our in our classes. So in Google Cloud Storage, you can just upload your document, you can just create a bucket and upload your documents, and you can just point to that particular folder name, and that's about it, folder or file name, and it will just take you to whatever you want to do, right? So let's just select this, and then you can see that there are like what kind, it asks you what kind of data it is it like structured data or unstructured data, does it contain healthcare data, is it a media data? So it has a couple of questions, and mine are like unstructured documents, so I'm going to pick like the PDF, because I have a lot of PDF documents at this point. And then the synchronization frequency is like, am I going to upload it only one time from that place, or is it periodic, or is it streaming? Like, is it going to do every default, every second, is it going to have the documents, or is it periodic, like should I upload them 3 days once or something, or is it one time, and all of that. So if I'm building like a very straightforward website, like application for my website which already has all the documents, then I don't want these two, I just can do like one time, right? Now depending upon is it going to be one file or a lot of files in one folder, so depending upon that, I'm going to browse the documents, and I'm going to like click whatever the folder that is, right? So I'm going to click this folder, and then I'm just going to click continue, and then it's going to ask me to give a name. And then it's going to give me a little bit of document processing options. It has a informational site where it shows you what kind of parsers to use, right? So like to just tell, digital parser just uses like page level parsing, like where it just takes the documents and it just parses page level, and it's going to just extract the data depending upon if it's a PPT or a PDF or whatever it is, it's just going to extract the data. And when it comes to OCR parser, it's like if you have images, like a lot of times you'll have a lot of scanned files, like, right, which are like images with information, so you can just extract all the data. And layout parser is like, if you say, if let's say there is a PDF and it has a lot of sections, like it has a main section, and then it has subsections, and it has like a heading, subheadings and all of that. So depending upon that layout, it's going to extract the data. So you can pick whichever you want depending upon the documents that you have, right? So the document style that it is, you can pick one of the parsers, right? And if you want to pick layout, it will also enable you with, set the chunk size limit and all of that, and you can just pick whatever you want to, or you can just leave it as it is. If you're still like trying to explore them, you can just leave it as it is. You need not have to worry about all of these chunking methodologies and all of that. You can just pick whatever is already existing, and you can just hit on create. And also make sure that the location of this data, keep the location of this data, because when you're using when you're creating an app, you need to make sure that you create it in the same location, right? Or else it's just not going to visible appear in that application, right? So now I built this, but it's like when you click on this, it's going to show you an activity where it tells you if your import has been succeeded or not. This is going to take some time, so I've already created one to just show you the end-to-end demo. But like you can just create, like you can just make sure that this gets into succeeded, and then you can start using this particular data store. So one part of configuring the data in a secure environment like Google Cloud is this easy, right? You need not have to worry about it so much. I hope that answered the question, like if you can learn this being a low code person, right? Now, going to the apps, you can see that there are multiple ways of building an app. So, when you click on create an app, you can see that there are multiple ways. So, this Gemini Enterprise is a very good enterprise solution that Gemini is bringing forward. But unfortunately, this is, you will get like a free trial for this, but you will not like be able to use it when you're in your like personal email IDs, or if you want to, you just have to like I think subscribe to it or something. So, but this enterprise app is basically like you'll have a platform similar to how Gemini looks like, but it will be your platform for your enterprise. So that's very interesting. So I'll show you that. Um, And then you have like custom search. Like if you just want to search through the data, depending upon user query, you can click on custom search, and you have like healthcare data. And then if you have like site searches, if you have a website that needs to be searched depending upon the user query, you can do that. It's like an having like an advanced Google search situation, right? And then you can have conversational agents like chat agent and conversational agents, and so you can build any of these type of agents. Currently we will focus on building a conversational agent so that you will see how this will give us like more control on what we can build. So this is something that we can look at this point, right? Now let's hit create. So when you hit create, it gets you to this console where you can pick if you want to build your own, if you want to build a Q&A agent, or if you want to build a pre-built agent, right? So if it's a Q&A agent, it's going to just ask you to, you just have to create give them the URL, and it will create a bot that answers your questions. Or you can have you can build on your own, or you can have like a pre-built agent, right? Now if you click on using build on your own, right? Pre-built agents are basically like there are a lot of rule based or generative AI agents, like a templates that are already built by Google, so you can use that pre-built agent and work on it depending upon your use case. But here I'm going to click on build my own because I want to see what all can I do without having to code so much. But is it complicated to build a little? Yes, it's like it's not a pretty straightforward thing. Yeah, initially if you just want to have like an application where you're just giving the data and it just has to answer through your data, it's pretty straightforward. But if you want something that's more complicated, you can make it more complicated. But do you want to like learn coding for it? You need not have to. So that's the beauty of this, right? So in the display, I'll just give fx post-trade, or I'll just give fx agent. And then I'm just gonna make sure that my data, where my data is, right? It's very important to see where my data is. So I'm going to use this particular data. So it's on, like, let's see if it's already finished, right? Yeah, it's already succeeded. So there's no errors or anything. So I'm just going to use this particular data. So this is in global. So I'm going to make sure that I build my agent also in global, right? And then there is two things here. Do you want to start in a generative AI way, or do you want to start in a predefined way? Like, this is more deterministic. Here, more of generative AI is not used. Here, it's all controlled by an LLM. But here, you can choose if you want it to control by an LLM or not, right? So I'll just pick a playbook because I want to build like a straightforward application for this particular demo, right? Now, when I click this, it will get me to something called as a playbook. So what is a playbook is basically like I can just give my instructions, give a default goal for this instruction, like what is the goal of this playbook, right? Answers for FX post-trade, right? Now you can build multiple playbooks and you can attach a lot of playbooks to it. You can see all of this in the classes that we provide, and you can give instructions of what this playbook has to do, and depending upon that, it will do that thing, right? So I'm gonna say greet the user properly when the user starts the conversation, right? And then I'm gonna ask, so I'm gonna save this for now. There is one thing that we want to do before, we use that particular data store. You can have doubts like, okay, we did some data store thing, how can we use this, right? So there is something called as tools that you can use, right? So in this tools, what you can do is you can create the tool name, and you can like give a description of what this tool does, right? So I can just this is like for us provides information on FX post trade. Okay. And then I can just be like, okay, is it an open API that I'm connecting to? Is it a data store? Is it a function or a connector? So depending upon what my use case is, I'm just gonna pick that tool, right? So I'm gonna click on data store because like currently we just set that up. Let me, yeah, set that up, and then I can just add the data store that I have built before, right? So now here you can see that we have all the data stores that's existing. Okay. And which are in the same time zone as us, right? So I'm just gonna pick one. And I can basically do like have settings for it. So depending upon like the rewriter is basically like you can have a summarization, like when a query is processed, what this RAG agent basically works is it's going to take the information from this particular tool and it's going to summarize that data, right? So depending upon this, you can change this particular situation. You can have a default one, or you can even customize this particular model. What model do you want to use, and what is the summarization that you want to use? So you can do any of these things. So how it default works is basically like when a user asks the question, it kind of rewrites the user's query in an accurate format, and then it's going to take the data from this particular tool and it summarizes that information, right? So that's how it works. And depending upon how much knowledge you have, you can just pick whichever, like you can just pick default, you need not have to worry about it. But if you're well known to all of this, you can like customize it on your own. So you have the flexibility of just building a straightforward agent to everything that we build, right? Now once we do this, you can basically come here and you may ask the agent to use that tool. And this has like a very simple syntax that you can use, and it's going to show you whichever is the tools are existing. right? And then you can just give like an example. You can save this and give like an example. So it's better if you give an example because it's just going to use it properly. Like it's going to navigate to that particular situation properly. So I'm just gonna use like a question so that it can understand, right? See, it invoked this tool. So now I can just keep this, right? Like depending upon the question that it has, it takes time. Once you add the data store, it takes time to set up. So you can like set all of these things and you can just straightforward ask the questions. I have already built an agent that kind of has similar functionality. So we're just going to work on looking at that. So, but I just wanted to show the functionality. So let's go to the agent that's already there, right? So once you set up all of this, you can actually ask questions here and then it will work through that tool. So it's going to use that tool and it's going to respond depending upon what your questions are and what is the closest that it says. I think this is a different yeah, so it just asks you what are the questions. So we can ask a lot of questions and then you can test them and make sure that you make changes depending upon it, right? Oh, okay. So it's going to give you answers of all of that. I think there is some. Okay, it's taking time to like fix the like check with the understanding the data, but it works in this way. You can actually add that data store and it's going to respond in that way. Now you can think about like how do I integrate this? So that would be like depending upon where you want to integrate this, you have a lot of connectors that Google provides, and you can use any of these data, right? Now, like right now, I'm just going to integrate with a conversational messenger, which just gives me like a chat application, right? So depending upon if you want this chatbot to be open to all the users, if it's a public chatbot, you can keep it as unauthenticated. But if it's not, you can use an authenticated API or a third party pool provider, like when you have AD groups and stuff, and you can make it available only to those people, right? And who can authenticate. And also you can add your own domain here, like you add your own website so that this particular agent works only in your website, right? And then now I'll click on unauthenticated API and I'll enable it. So when you enable, you will get like a snippet which you can use in your own websites. And you can even if you want, you can even try it here, and then you can see a widget. You'll get like a similar widget like this, and then you can just ask anything here. So it's going to like give you where it's coming from and all of that also, right? So similar to how what questions you're asking, I probably got confused with the files that I added. But yeah, similar to what questions you're asking, it will give you responses. So let's say let me ask about like trade matching affirmation. So it should be able to answer that. So it's going to give you the basically it's going to give you like what that trade matching affirmation is and all of that. So depending upon your query, you can ask like questions here and it will give you a straightforward answer. But depending upon where you can use, it already has a couple of integrations that you can work with. It also has Azure bot service, kind of complicated, but you can connect it to Teams through this, but it's a very complicated process, but you can still do it. So it's that easy for you to just have this agent enabled and build on it, right? And there are so many other courses, like things that we can talk about in Google, that where if you're like, if you are okay with this and you want to just jump a little bit into coding, there are packages like Google ADK and A2A servers, which we will be learning in our you know in our classes. So since this is a boot camp, I just wanted to show how Google is also providing low code platforms where you can start building your agents. Yeah. So any questions I can take? I mean, we are already like uh, very late. So any questions, any quick questions that I can take, I can answer them. Okay. Thank you. You can reach out to one of our team members. They will, and we have already added the phone numbers and where to have this enrollment form and all of that. So once you reach out to our team, and they will be able to give you, yeah, depending on deployment, yes. Yes, it will be handled by Google platform as a whole. So depending upon where you want to deploy this particular agent, you can use them. You can even use it like an API based also. If you're pretty good with, if you have your own front end, if you just want this conversational agent to be your back end, you can even do that. Thank you. Hi, Chandra. Let me try to unmute you.
Hey, Meghana.
Hi.
So I know we were seeing today the presentation on Lovable and Bold.new, right?
Yeah.
And so there's the Google Vertex also solving similar problem. It's more on a backend. Like, can I build the application like what Manvendra built? Can Vertex will do the same thing or no? Or is it
Well,
it's a different space altogether?
Vertex AI do have a capability, but it's more like Lovable provides like an end-to-end application, right? But in Vertex AI, it's like you have the models, you can fine-tune them without having to know a lot
Okay.
of coding, and you can create chatbots. And Vertex AI comes up with like it also came up with this enterprise way of building these chatbots, right? So it has like a complete unique platform, like I showed you, that agent space that I showed. There you can have it like it looks like a CRM platform basically, where you can have all the agents, you can create your own notebooks and all of that. So like to some extent you can build it, but not end-to-end applications. It
Okay.
like but you can properly build your chatbots without having to code a lot. So like let's say in enterprise, a lot of enterprises, we like especially banking domains or something, they have a very restricted way. They will have their own websites, they will have their own like already created, right? So these chatbots can be incorporated in them seamlessly, basically.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So
Yeah.
basically, if I need a sophisticated chatbot for a application built on a Lovable app, that I could build the backend API. Sorry,
Yes.
I can use the Vertex to
Yeah.
build the data intensive, I guess, application.
Yes.
Then integrate with my the front end application like a Lovable.
Correct. And if you're like someone who knows a little bit of coding, you can build them through a like the Google ADK or any LangChain agent or whichever you want to build, you can register them in Vertex AI also, which answers Sai's question. Yes, like any agents that you built outside within, like if you have like LangChain or LangGraph, which are like Python based, you can use something called as agent engine within Vertex AI, where you can register those agents.
Yeah, thank you, Meghana.
Thank you. So yeah, we are a little over the time, but I would definitely encourage all of you guys to use this. Why this kind of is things are important, like incorporating stuff that Google provides or Microsoft provides or Amazon provides, is because like a lot of enterprises would have already been partnered with one of these cloud platforms. So enabling your skills with the generative AI aspect of these platforms will help you get good roles, and you can also like not have to code too much. So that's a good thing. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Meghana. Yeah, I think students, we can spend few more minutes. If you have any questions, please try to raise your hand. We'll answer accordingly. Yes. The repeated request, please fill the enrollment form. If you are serious to learn, we can have one-to-one call or the Zoom or phone or whatever the mode you require. Even students from India, please enroll if you are serious for this batch or next batch. Please keep in touch. Try to join our WhatsApp community. Indraja is pinging now. Yeah, so any questions? I know it's the end of boot camp for the entire month. We conducted almost 20 plus hours. So as I promised, we conducted each and every week, both Saturday and Sundays without missing. So hopefully all these sessions helps everyone. And we are committed to upload all the videos in YouTube in next 2-3 days. I see like eight videos, almost 4 weeks is already uploaded. Only this week is left, so we will upload by next 1 or 2 days. Okay. So that YouTube is the only way, because pinging each and everyone, there are like 30-40 people pinged me yesterday. So it's very difficult for me to share the recording session for each and everyone. So try to subscribe to YouTube, and then go to playlist and see October 2025 playlist. Okay. Meghana is going to explain a detailed classes on Google Vertex AI. It is kind of 10 plus hours. She's going to explain each and every component, one, two project we show, how to build end-to-end perspective, and we discuss each and every query. All queries will be answerable. So try to enroll. And we are not commercial like others, like $1,000, $2,000. We are like very economic. Try to call us, and better time. November, December is very good time to learn AI. We see that like thousands of people laying off due to just like they are lacking in knowledge. It's not like replacing; it's they're lacking in knowledge or AI. So even yesterday I see an Accenture company, there are like 12,000 people are impacting. They send memos to upgrade their skills because they're not, especially the new new gen and young people, they're asking to do certificates and do tests and all. The reason behind only thing is that AI is like leveraging into every business, every domain, every technology. They want to use all these co-pilots like Cursor.ai, Codex, GitHub Copilot, Microsoft Copilot. So we are like having all these essence in our regular agenda course plan. The course plan which contains 100 to 120 hours, where we take you all next 3 months completely, weekly, minimum 5 hours, maximum 6 hours we teach, from Thursday to Sunday, 4 hours in a week, 5 to 6 hours in a week. Okay. Apart from that, you can you also try to contribute to our community company in product development, or blogs development, or anything you want. You can join and teach our students couple of projects or couple of use cases. You come and join with us, we pay back. That's what the practice I'm doing. If you are seriously interested in teaching or helping our community, please ping me offline. Okay, especially the students who have knowledge and trying to earn. So with that, I know mentors spent more than 2 to 3 hours. So I know I see like 100 plus people retained till last 10 minutes. I really appreciate. Ping me offline to my business number ending with 6312. I cannot follow up because I see like this batch almost 50 plus people already enrolled, and we're expecting a few more people to start our batch. Okay. So yeah, if you are really interested to learn, please join. And the boot camps may help you knowledge, but not completely. So for all concepts like starting from data science to prompt engineering, agents, agentic framework, cloud AI components, projects on RAZ, projects on MCPs. So with theoretical, practical use cases implementation, we have it in GitHub, and we are going to discuss in our regular classes. So definitely the money you spent is not going to be waste. It definitely enhance your skill. You get a lot of things in YouTube or outside sources, but that's not in a structured way. People join trainings to get like live experience, to feel live, and to get more motivated to enhance their skills. So that is the recommendation to join. Otherwise, you can learn from anywhere, but that's not the good practice. So with that, I recommend if you have any queries, you can stay back. I can spend 15 to 20 minutes. The mentor will be leaving, but I can spend 15-20 minutes. If you have any queries, raise your hand, ask your questions regarding to course plan or fee or anything. I'm ready to answer. Meghana, I think you can drop off. I will take care from here. You can drop off. Yeah, I see Sudhir. You can talk now.
Sir,
Sudhir, proceed. Yeah.
sir, when will this classes will be going to started, and what about the
Yeah,
prices, sir?
we start classes from November 15th, the November 15th onwards. So that's the date we
Okay,
decided. Yeah.
November 15.
Yeah,
First of
November
November.
15th.
Okay, okay.
Next 2 weeks. Yeah,
Okay,
next
sir.
10
Then
days.
what about prices?
Yeah, prices we can discuss offline, Sudhir. It will be, $500 at this time.
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah, you can just like call me or discuss offline.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah,
That's
thanks.
what I want.
No
Yeah.
problem. Yeah, we prove ourselves like we don't want to take people, and that's the reason we conducted these many hours. You all attended, many people are attended, and we demoed, multiple components by multiple mentors. So the same whoever is taught so far, the same mentors will be, come in classes and approve Meghana, Manvendra, Venkatesha, Pranay, Lakshmi Narayana, and Ganesh, Shekhar Master. So all these people will come and teach you all. Believe us, they are like very good engineers. They're working in AI environment at this time. They are like been with me for many years. They work under me. They are like likely minded people, and they're committed to teach on time and come. There are students joined from Vijay team from India, AATS. So Vijay will help you on the course plan. Any queries related to Vijay and other, in India, you can reach out to Vijay team. Vijay is going to help you all about queries from India and how we maintain from his team. There are people from my team, so they will also help you. Feel free to ping them if you have any queries or need any materials or recording sessions. So my team will help you to share. You can also join our YouTube. There are like 70, 80 plus videos are there. Those are the proofs that the way we teach, the way we implement the projects and all. So I'm 200% guarantee that you will learn definitely something, and it's really adds value to your current resume and work. It's not about job. You will learn many things, even from business side and freelancing side also. All these techniques helps you, to save your time. It's good because automation is maturing, AI is coming a little better. So yeah, always better to learn so that you save your time. Thank you all for joining in last 1 month, last 10 sessions almost. If you don't have any question, please try to